What's up guys, Heatfireash here, and today I'm going to show you how you can transfer egg moves between two Pokemon without having to breed them. Stay tuned. So I've gotten a couple questions about transferring egg moves and people not really understanding how it works in this generation because they've actually added a new mechanic where you don't have to breed the Pokemon to get the egg moves. And this is really, really nice because basically if you already have a perfect Pokemon, you already bred one with the right IVs, you've already EV trained it, you know, you have it exactly where you want, but you decide, hey man, I want a new move on this Pokemon, and it's not a TM, it's not a TR, nothing that you can teach it, it's an egg move. Well, in previous generations, you'd have to go all the way back through your breeding. You'd have to start with the Pokemon with the egg move, and put them in the breeder with the Pokemon you want, get the egg move, and then work all the way through trying to get your perfect IVs, and then EV train it, level it up, teach it. So you basically have to remake that Pokemon completely if you wanted to add an egg move later on. Now you don't have to do that. You can easily transfer egg moves from the same species Pokemon. So I'm going to show you here basically an example with Scrafty. So here I have two Scrafties. Let's go ahead and pull them up here. So we have two Scrafties here. Now these actually both have egg moves on them, but I'm going to show you how we can fix that. So the first thing is the Pokemon that you want to have get an egg move, you're going to need an empty slot. So to get an empty move slot, we are going to have to go to the move deleter. So let's go ahead and fly here. We can go to literally any Poke Center at all. They all have the move deleter. So let's go ahead and fly. All right, let's go in here, and then to the left, this guy over here, he's the same guy that remembers moves, but also can forget a move. So let's go ahead and let's do the level 45 Scrafty, and we are going to get rid of Fake Out because that is an egg move, believe it or not. Okay. All right, we got rid of that egg move. So now let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and look at our Pokemon. And as we can see, Scrafty here only has 3 moves now. And this Scrafty does have Fake Out, which is an egg move, and Scrafty actually gets this egg move from, let me find it, I have one in here somewhere, from Berserker. So basically getting the egg move on Scrafty, I had to breed this Berserker with another Scrafty until I got a Scraggy here, one like this with Fake Out on it. So something to keep in mind before we do this. Actually, you know what? First, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the daycare and show you how to do this. So we'll fly to the daycare first, and I guess while we're going there, I'll just explain to you. Oh, I'm inside a building. Let me get out of this building. Okay. So basically, you're just going to put these two Pokemon in the daycare, but there's a couple stipulations on it. They need to be the same species. So it needs to be Scrafty and Scrafty. 2 Scrafties, okay? Now, some people have said you can do it with like a Scraggy and a Scrafty. They're still the same species, but one's the non-evolved version. I've tried that. I've not gotten it to work. So I don't know, you know, people have said it works, but I personally have not gotten it to work. So I would recommend just leveling it up in the Scrafty. I mean, I guess it's possible it might just take longer. I don't know, but just for me, I have not gotten it to work. So, and the other thing is that these actually do not have to be different genders. Now, obviously, they can't breed because they're both males or both females, you know, depending on the situation you have. They can't breed, but they can still get the egg moves passed. So they do not need to be opposite genders. The only thing you need to have is basically the egg move on one and an open slot on the other. So let's go ahead and put both of these into the daycare, pay your 1,000 coins, and then usually what I do is just get on my bike here. And I usually just do like 1 or 2 rides down here and back, and that's usually enough time. I've tried just talking to the daycare like immediately, and that hasn't worked for me. So I usually just run down, and then we'll just do one more just to make sure there was enough time. Go all the way down here and then back to the daycare. And we should then have our Scrafty with the egg move. All right, let's see what she says. Scrafty 1 and Scrafty 2. Remember, the Scrafty level 45 was the one we gave the empty slot to. So we can go here, Pokemon, and look at them. There it is. Fake Out. See, they both have Fake Out now. So basically, that's how you do it. That is how you transfer an egg move from the same species to another. Like I said, they don't have to be the same gender. They do have to be the same species. Just put them in the daycare, wait a little bit, and you'll get it. And like I said, this is an awesome, awesome, awesome change, because now if you have your perfect IV'd, EV'd, fully competitive Pokemon, you can transfer egg moves without having to rebreed it from scratch, which it's going to save a ton of time, honestly, and lets you kind of experiment with different sets a lot easier than before. So I'm super happy they made this change. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helped you guys out and maybe save you some time in the future. If you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all my latest content. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.